Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 3, back again on the Edinburgh to Glasgow route, where after being disappointed by it last time, I thought I'd give it another go, do a couple of full line runs, but in trains that aren't the normal trains for the route. And having jumped into the 484 and opened the doors, I don't think it's supposed to be this colour. So we've got a 484 in primer, that we're going to be taking from where we are here at the Edinburghs all the way to Glasgow, stopping at multiple stops. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, then hello. This is going out on the YouTubes on a Saturday. There's other things on other days. There'll be links in the description below to the route and to the Twitchy thing where you can watch me on the Twitchy. That's that done. Good evening to Trent and Ethan. So yeah, it's not supposed to be this colour. The lights don't appear to be doing a thing either. So we'll lock doors anyway. So yeah, it should be the 484, which is the Isle of Wight train thing. So we're going to Haymarket, Edinburgh Park, Linlithgow, Polmont, Falkirk High, Croy, Lenzie, Bishop Briggs, Glasgow Queen Street. So doing a full line run, stopping at all the stations. Let's do the... Have we done the thing? Let's try and do... Can I do a power on thing? Oh, I can. That's a noise. Have we got a... No, we haven't got a window. Okay. That's... Okay, that's already... That's quite rapid. So no, this is the third stream in a row that we've actually done this route. Twice in Train Sim World 3 and once in the Train Sims. But due to that's a thing. Due to a change in tonight's stream, because we were let down by, well, Crispy, I thought I'd come back and give this another go. Attempt to see if it, if it is the route, if it is the train. Because we were sure last time after doing it that it was the train that let it down. I don't know what's going on with this. So I think what we'll do is we'll that was a noise. We'll do a run in this, which is electric, and then maybe we'll come back in a diesel. Maybe the class 150 or something. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I really want to like the route. I really enjoyed it last night for those watching live, but we did it in Train Sim Classic. So I thought I'd just do it back to back. Would actually be quite good as a memory thing. No, Russell, no. Can you leave and come back again and do it properly, please? That's not acceptable. That's better. Thank you. I'm sorry, I have a cold. Hello, miss. What do you mean, miss? Russell's got a cold. It's more like, hello there. Right, Haymarket is our first stop in 400 of the Yuds. Oh, well, it's braking. I'm still not sure about the colour, but it's definitely braking. Hey, no, farming's tomorrow. That'll do. We stopped. Stopping happened. Unlocking the doors. Doors are doing the unlocking. Does that look thing like a thing? That's a thing. That'll do. The care and effort I put into thumbnails for YouTube. Yeah, so I think this train's slightly broken. It said new livery or old livery when I picked it. I went, oh, I'll go with the new livery. Not realising they haven't quite finished it yet. Oh yeah, we've got primer on it. You can have it in primer, but I put effort in. I used to, at the start. Now, no, not so much. You're lucky if I turn up. Sometimes I don't. Locking doors. Doors are doing that. That's the noise. Right, 3.6 miles to Edinburgh Park. Before mad, after calm down. Right, so 3.4 miles to go. This is loud. This is a tube train. It's a 484. It's the Isle of Wight train, basically. It's not Saturday. I wanted to give this line another go, give it another chance, and after doing it last night in Train Sim Classic, thought it'd be a good opportunity to do it back to back. So 60 mile an hour seems to be, well, flat out. So we may be slightly late on this route then. Yeah, that's it. I've yanked my thing all the way back. I want to do it in a diesel, so I'm thinking 150 for the return route. It's not really long enough. I don't think it will let me do the HST because it's too long. So I think it'll have to be the 150. I don't know. I don't think the 166 would be suited to this. We are literally flat out at 60 miles an hour. We can't go any faster, Captain. We got to get the fat people out to make it go any quicker. Russell, get off the train. Yeah, but I just look weird. A bit like you. And nobody wants that. Alright. I think we're pretty much stopping at every stop along the way, which is so basically what you're saying is I've got to make a return journey in a HST. Is that what's going to happen now? Has that now become a thing? Do I get no say in this whatsoever? You'll be watching this. Well, thanks for your appreciation and input and commitment there to the community. I hope your cold turns into full-blown man flu. Right, we are now braking towards Edinburgh Park. Yeah, I was in one of those grumpy moods today as work as well. But rather bizarrely, I woke up at 2:45 and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I was like, "Rrr." A couple of people commented, "You look tired." Yeah, I am. It's actually a bacterial infection. So look at you with the antibiotics. Oh, I've got a cold. I've got to go to the doctor, get some antibiotics. Man up. Why would you? Oh God, are things that bad? Are things really that bad? Yeah, I can recommend some good car stuff for you to watch. Project Binky. I generally start that from the very beginning every so often. That's a good 12 or 13 hours right there. I actually fell asleep. It would have been a disaster at the end anyway. This train looks odd without any sort of livery on. No, that was the second van I drove today as well. I drove 2 vans today. I had 7 things on my to-do list this morning, and I left work this evening with 6 of them still on it. So it was definitely a productive day. Problem is, I got 2 days left at work, and there's a lot of things that I've got to get done. So tomorrow I've got a busy day because I don't want a busy day on a Friday. No one wants that. Right, 12 miles to Linlithgow. Yeah, because if you don't go in tomorrow, there's no one in their right mind would go in on a Friday, because that's just ridiculous. And speed limiter, 60 miles an hour. Top speed has been reached. Yes, of course, half-term week, isn't it? That's, again, probably one of the good reasons why I've got next week off, because I want to go into town, I want to do a bit of shopping, I want to go out for the day. So it'll actually be quite quiet. None of the little darlings getting in my way, annoying me. Right, we've got 11 miles to Linlithgow. Then we've got Polmont, Falkirk High, Croy, Lenzie, Bishop Briggs, and Glasgow, Queen Street. And then it looks like, by popular demand, we're doing a return journey in a HST. Hang on, so you're off ill, yet you went out? Tut, tut, tut. Yeah. And the doctors sell jeans, do they? Oh, okay. Yeah, we got someone at work. Last year was his first full year of not being in education. So it was a real shock. Yeah, if I'm off ill, I don't leave the house. Finish work for the week on a Wednesday. Right, 8.8 miles to go. So we are, if you've just joined, we are taking another look at the Edinburgh to Glasgow line, where after the disappointment of the 385, trying it in different trains. So taking the 484 on the run from Edinburgh to Glasgow, and then it looks like we're going to bring a HST on the run back again. I don't leave the house anyway. Someone at work said that. What are you going to do on your week off? But you won't leave the house, will you? So no, I'm going out every single day. I will be leaving the house. apart from Sunday, because I don't go out on Sundays. But yeah, every single day next week I'll be leaving the house. I know. Monday, shopping. Tuesday, New Forest. Wednesday, a couple of DIY things I want to do. Thursday, New Forest. Friday, out and about. Saturday, meeting up with a bunch of, well, escaped convicts, I think, in Londinium. Well, it's definitely slow. Slow is definitely the thing that it is. This isn't going to break any records for being the quickest way between the Edinburghs and the Glasgows. Oh, that's not good. The joys of Train Sim World 3. So yeah, a bonus Train Sim World 3 stream this evening, because we had to change plans because we were let down by the annoying green one for what we were going to do this evening. Tomorrow night, going to be doing some farming. Friday night, I've got no idea, something. Saturday lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3. I'm going to be doing London Commuter. London Commuter. And then Saturday night, Open TTD. And Sunday, more farming. But I want to do the coast as well. So I'm either going to go, whichever there's a nicer day, I might go down to the coast. I might go down to Southsea on Tuesday. Have a stroll along the seafront. And then do the New Forest Thursday. Right, 6 miles to go to Linlithgow. Yeah, we got a 90-mile-an-hour speed limit, or 100-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up, and we are flat out at 60. It's like, I think we might be slightly late. That's a tunnel. That's definitely a tunnel. As tunnels go, it is one. Yeah, I get random messages from Crispy throughout the course of the day as well when he's bored. So I'm supposed to be, doing the working thing, and you lot are bloody messaging me. I think the passengers would complain, wouldn't they? Hang on a minute, we're supposed to be doing Edinburgh to Glasgow in 55 minutes or whatever it is, and the train today took like, I don't know how much longer it's going to take. It's going to, I reckon, about an hour and 10. We didn't have any times, did we? We have a time? No. Oh, there we go. 12 o'clock. So 12:03 we left. Okay. So in theory, we should be in, if we were in the normal one, we should be in Glasgow before 1 o'clock. It's going to be interesting to see what time we actually do arrive. Is Train Sim World 2 good? Train Sim World 3 is better. Dynamic lighting, a better sound. just don't go into it expecting the diversity and length of routes that you get in Train Sim Classic. I wasn't a fan of Train Sim World when it first came out. Train Sim World 2 was basically just a refresh of Train Sim World. Train Sim World 3, I originally called it Train Sim World 2.5 because it was the same game, just with some dynamic weather and some different audio. It looks good, you know, and it does look good. You can't deny that. Some of the routes are really good. This, for me, isn't up there as one of those good routes. The one I'm doing on Saturday, London Commuter, is one of my favourites. But the train can make it. You know, this train is the Isle of Wight train, so it isn't designed to do these sorts of long runs. We'll use the HST on the way back. That should be more, well, in keeping with this, I suppose. But we'll see what that's like. But there are some really, really good routes for this. You know, Great Western Express is my favourite because you've got Paddington to Reading. If you want more diversity and you want longer routes, but you're not so worried about graphics, Train Sim Classic. If you want pretty, because, you know, pretty, and you're happy with routes that are around an hour, then Train Sim World. Or if you're a console peasant, then Train Sim World. Personally, for me, if I only had to do one sim and nothing else, it would still be Train Sim Classic. Followed very closely at times by Farm Sim for me, but that's just better in multiplayer. I do like this. I like it a lot, but I think Train Sim Classic has got the edge. Or you're an idiot and could put a really slow train in Train Sim World, takes an hour and a half. I could put the we got the little shunter thing in here, which no, the actual shunter. You could probably hook that to some carriages and do like 20 miles an hour all the way between Edinburgh and Glasgow. Like, yep, I did a 4-hour stream. Yay! How far'd you go? Edinburgh to Glasgow. We'll be doing a long stream though two sort of long streams. In Train Sim Classic next Tuesday, going to be doing the first half of Glasgow to Mallaig, and then going to be finishing that off on Thursday next week for a special birthday stream. This is easy for me. I'm just sat here, which is what I normally do. I don't stand up or anything or lay down when I'm streaming. Hopefully that's the furthest distance we've got between stations. It's got good brakes. Right, so if we were the normal 385 and we departed just after 12, we would be in Glasgow before 1. So it'd be interesting to see how much more time using the wrong train that's slower takes. Imagine being a commuter turning up on the platform and he'd be like, this isn't the regular train. What's going on here? So personally, I wouldn't care. There's a train, it's going where I want to go, I'll get on. I don't really care what it's like. It's like buses. A bus turns up, if it's going where I'm going, just get on the bloody thing. I don't care. taxis though. So you order a taxi. So nowadays on the app, it tells you what taxi's coming. If it's something's a bit boring, you're disappointed. No, this is the one from the Isle of Wight. This is the Class 484 from the Isle of Wight line. I've just shoved it on this line. Yeah, so it's like it's a tube train basically. It's like yeah, it goes from Shanklin to Ryde Pierhead. It's slightly away from where it should be going. We'll shut the door because otherwise we get idiots coming in here. Right, Polmont is next. Welcome aboard this Island Line service to Glasgow Queen Street. See, it gets up to 60, fine. It's just beyond that point. It's like, no, I'm not going, it's not happening. I am not going any further than the faster even than the 60 miles in an hour. Well, I was thinking if I'm doing two 55-minute trips, then I'm going to have to sort of pad the stream out a bit, aren't I? But this is going to take longer going that way. So then doing a HST comeback, perfect. Almost like I planned it. Almost. It's like, yeah, we need another gear in this train because we're only doing 60. She can't do it, Captain. She can't go any faster. Just off into the distance. Imagine doing something like this on the in Train Sim Classic, doing London to Edinburgh, like a 7-hour trip at 60 miles an hour. I thought the pacer was bad. Can you imagine at this? Like, I just go off and come back. Yeah, I'll be back in an hour. We might have made it to the next stop. Right, we are slowly approaching Polmont. 2.3 now of the miles to go. I'm looking through my games to try and think of something to do on Friday night. I don't know. There'll be something. Don't you worry. Next week, by the way, more streams because, quite frankly, I'll be bored. You might get a couple on Monday. You'll get one on Tuesday, a couple on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one very early now, it seems, Friday morning, and then you might get a late night one on Saturday night, and then one on Sunday. So a couple of extra streams shoved in there next week. Right, 1.2 miles to Polmont now. Don't need to brake too early, do I? Because we've got plenty of time. Late night golf. Thing is, it depends on what time I get back from London and who's around. should be tucked up in your Premier Inn. Yeah, I'd like to go away and stay away, but you know, it's getting a budgie sitter. Right, we have now arrived at Polmont. You need to see this budgie. He's downstairs. Police sim. Yeah, I did a bit of that in multiplayer. That's the one where you walk around giving parking tickets and stuff, innit? I just don't know. I've said this before, and in order for something for me to be deemed as being good, is something you keep returning to. Games have got an end goal. You'll generally complete them and never do them again. Generally, you want something that's always going to be different, is always going to be changing, and I think there's just that niche few titles that give you that. I do confess at the moment I have got probably over the last 12 months or so. Got a bit bored with trucking because there's no goal. There's no reason to do it. When they bring us virtual trucking companies, you've got a reason. And I'd love to see some sort of virtual train company in this, and a multiplayer aspect. Not that you want to see people physically, but even to have a virtual train company where you can have people drive up and down your line and earn money to buy more lines, more rolling stock. I think that would be awesome in train sim. Sim rail, yeah, I've got that. It's one of those things, because there's no instructions to it. It's just having the time and patience to be able to sit down and go, right, how the hell does this work? Well, yeah, indeed. And the fact that with this, even, you know, the same line as I'm doing here, chuck a different train on it. Do it at night. Do it in the snow. Do it in the rain. Even going up and down the same route then, it makes it more interesting. Right, so you're saying Falkirk High is our halfway point. If that's the case, then that puts us about 10 minutes late at the halfway point, I reckon. It's like games like Power Wash Sim. We've done that in multiplayer, and I want to complete it, but I know it's not very exciting to watch from a stream point of view. Is trucking bringing a virtual company? They have said it's coming. We had someone in the chat that worked for SCS, and yeah, it is coming. Don't know when, but it's coming. Hopefully this year. So, you know, if they bring out an officially supported VTC, it'll get me driving again. Yeah, again, we got quite a far way in the pressure washer sim. I want to complete it. I want to do them all, but I know from a stream point of view, as I just said, it's not very exciting to watch. Tonight we were going to do surgeon sim and go through that again, because that's hilarious. But we were let down by one of the three of us, which is why I'm doing this. So yeah, tomorrow going to be doing farming. Friday night won't be doing trucking. but we'll do something. I know, it's such a fun game. Right, Falkirk High is our next station stop. Well, we might slightly overrun here. No, I will do MP Portal, but it needs to be, you know, Crispy has weeks when he's, you know, you can tolerate him, and Crispy has weeks where he's just downright utterly annoying. So I've got to pick the right week. Because I don't want to be stuck with him in doing Portal when he's in annoying Crispy mode. When he's in normal mode, I can cope with him. I know he's not watching, it's fine. But no, it was going to be Surgeon Sim with 3 of us tonight. So things like Tabletop Sim I'd love to do more of. But it's getting the right people and getting an amount of people. The only thing we seem to get people to be able to do is golf. Oh God, no! You're more bloody annoying than Crispy. And that's saying something. Right, Croy is in 9.8 miles. So another long run to Croy. I enjoy Tabletop Sim. Again, it's the right games and the right people. Falkirk is the smallest town to have railway stations. Well, there you go. Right, onwards to Croy. 2 railway stations. Well, you said 2, not 2. Get your 2s right. I know you've got a cold that you haven't mentioned at all. Oh no, Jelly Baby. Oh, there's been crap at spelling, and there's Trent crap at spelling. You're Carol Vorderman. Hang on, that's wrong, isn't it? She was maths. Yeah. Giles Brandreth in Dictionary Corner then on Countdown. You're thinking of Susie Dent. Yeah, she was annoying. Or is annoying. Is Countdown still on? I think that should have just died now. Right, we're making our way slowly. Well, I imagine it's either that or talk to you, so I'd rather watch Countdown. Right, we have 7.9 miles to go. So it should be a... Well, if we were in the 385, we'd be in Glasgow in about 15 minutes. That's not going to happen. Because we're limited to 60 miles an hour. So you wanted to search for porn on your laptop. So you put the stream on your Xbox. You're typing with one hand on your phone and the other hand we can't discuss. Fair play. Proper multitasking. Because you don't put the porn on the Xbox, do you, in case someone walked into the room. If it's on your laptop, you can just shut the laptop down quickly. Always make sure that you're facing the door with the screen facing you as well. Indeed. Ex-hamster. Something I get in Train Sim but thought it might be boring. What do you think? Difficult one to answer. It depends on your boredom threshold. If you like a variety of trains over realistic routes, a combination of commuter routes, freight routes, then it's not boring at all. Don't take this route as an example because I'm in the wrong train for this route, hence why it's taking so slow, and I'm in a scenario I've created so there's no other AI traffic. So this is the bad example. But generally, I really enjoy Train Sim and Train Sim World 3. If you can cope with MSFS then, it's almost a difficult one. The busy bit is obviously the stations. So you're loading, unloading passengers. When you're not in a personal created scenario, then you've obviously got speed limits to stick to, you've got signals to adhere to. On a passenger run, you've got timetables to adhere to as well. There are some quite good freight, certainly if you're like into American stuff, there's a few good freight routes in this, and the modelling is really good. The audio is really good. First time I did the CSX heavy haul in this, I stalled the train because of reasons, and then you had to get out the cab, walk down the side of the train and start the train again from outside as you do in real life. And that was the first time I'd done it, and for me it was like, holy crap, this is good. Ignore this because I'm in the wrong train. But yeah, we were supposed to be doing MSFS tonight. It was going to be a jet flight from Miami to Port-au-Prince. We've postponed that now till next Wednesday. The setting up doesn't take much time. That's the difference. It's the 737. Yeah, it's the setting up is the difference. You don't get that. Some of them, yeah, the PMDG 737. Some of them, yeah, you have to, like the key will be locked. Sometimes you'll have to put the pantograph up, etc. But there's not as much setting up in a train as there is in a plane. But for me, I find it just as relaxing. Sometimes it's having a sim where you can jump into it, it's realistic. Can you use Track IR in the train sim? Yes. Yes, you can. You can definitely use Track IR. Rather oddly, I use Track IR in Train Sim Classic. I don't use it in Train Sim World 3. I don't know why. I'd turn it off in Train Sim World 3. I'd rather use the mouse. Right, we're 2.5 miles from Croy. After that, we've got Lenzie, Bishop Briggs and Glasgow. The Black Sheep, not that I'm bigging up my content, not far from it, I don't do that, but I've got hundreds of hours of content in Train Sim World 3, Train Sim World 2, Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic, on a variety of different routes, trains, etc. Go watch some videos and decide if it's something for you. It can be expensive because, like everything, the base game doesn't come with much, so it's all about DLCs. But once you're into it and it gets under your skin, it does become really good. Train Sim Classic, hi Orange by the way, Train Sim Classic has got longer routes, more trains, because it's been around a long time. Graphically isn't as good as this, but as I've done a couple of times, you can do a 6 or 7 hour journey in Train Sim Classic, subject to you having the right DLCs, etc. In this, around an hour is what you'll get. So all the routes are roughly an hour in Train Sim World. Yeah, it does look good. And as I'll do when I arrive in a station, in Train Sim Classic you're fixed. So you're in. I've got Tricayava, haven't I? Thought my head was moving around. In Train Sim Classic you're fixed. So you drive the train, that's it. You can look around fixed in this position. In Train Sim World, you're not. It's free roam. I don't think I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, we might slightly overrun Croy. More so than that, though. Okay, we slightly... Yeah, it's fine. We're on the platform. Alright, if I unlock the doors, because I can get out the seat. Good morning. No people getting on, is there? It's a nice day up here, though, isn't it? How do I miss my stopping point when I'm only doing 60? I was too late with the brakey thing. That's how. Yeah, you can do walkarounds. There's no windows to open on this. Don't think I can drive from here. Oh, hang on, I'll get back in my seat. Right, lock doors. So yeah, we'll make the modelling's fantastic. We're using the 484 to go to Glasgow. We're going to use the HST to come back again by popular demand. A rather slightly odd coloured 484. And the audio is really good in this as well. It's just a shame we get limited to 60 miles an hour. Can he do it, Captain? Can he go any faster? So yeah, tomorrow night back with some farming in the farming simulator thing, which is pretty much what I called it in Discord, I think, earlier. Friday night is going to be something. I've got no idea what. It'll be something. Saturday lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3 on London Commuter. So up and down between Brighton and London. Saturday night is going to be some open TTDs from Transport Tycoon in multiplayer. Sunday afternoon back on the farm. And then Monday, I don't normally stream on Mondays, but I will be here on Monday doing something. I haven't thought that far ahead, but it'll be something. So yeah, definite contrast between this and HST. That's where it starts. We've had people in the past that have joined on the streams and had their whole family change the meal times around the streams. So no, streaming at 6. Got to eat before 6. That's what I do. See. So next week they'll be slightly earlier, just to confuse people. Streams won't be at 6:30/6 next week. They'll be at 6/5:30. So yeah, 2 lots of Train Sim Classic next week. Tuesday, going to be starting my adventure from Glasgow to Mallaig. Thursday, concluding it on what might be someone's birthday. Just saying. I really must change that donation thing as well, because otherwise that's going to be annoying next Thursday. Oh, Crispies. I think his is in February. I'm sure he's in February. I'm sure he is at some point. I think he's about 8 now. Right, 2 miles to Lenzie. So, we should have been just coming into Glasgow now if we'd have been in the quite awful 385. I tweeted the Rivet Games today, telling them their train was rubbish. They did respond quite nicely. Well, you know, you could offer to cook instead. He said, don't worry, Mum, I'll cook. You're getting at 5, I'll have something on the table ready for you. You know? Even if it's beans on toast. And there's nothing wrong with beans on toast. Right, the next station stop is Lenzie in our Isle of Wight train. Little bit of a way from home. Right, let's see if we can actually do this stop properly. Place your bets now. Oh, it's going to be easy. I've done the braking. Don't forget to beak. I'm not a bird. I've done the braking thing way too early. I've arrived. No. No. It's going on YouTube. It's going on YouTube. It's going on YouTube. There's enjoying train sim and there's enjoying train sim. Yeah, I definitely chickened out on the braking there, didn't I? Why would I want to open that window? Why would you want to do that? Why have that window being... Okay, I can't open the door. Hang on. Okay, that's quite cool. Got to press the button to open the door. Ow. Oh, I can't drive from here, can I? Because there's another train there. Maximum speed 45 miles an hour. Okay, I need to lock that, otherwise people get in there. There you go. Just going to run back now. I'm going to see here. It's fine. Do you have the bulbs in the train on? Nope. Well, it says they are. It says headlights on day, but they don't appear to be. I think the livery on this train is slightly broken, hence the the colouring of it. I did pick the new livery for the train. We'll see what I can do to muck up the HST on the way back. Bishop Briggs is next. Good old Bish. So what have we got? Bishop Briggs and then Glasgow. So we left at 3 minutes past 12, 55-minute journey. We should have been there now. And we've still got 2 stops to go. Who is this Bishop? Harold. Harold Bishop. Only people of a certain age will get that one. Which day is it? Sunday? Monday? 7 to choose from. Madge. Yeah, exactly. What was the dog's name? It's a random quiz. Yep. Me and Russell, very similar in age. 24 next week. Right, 2.2 miles to Bishop Briggs, and then we're going to carry on into Glasgow, and then we're going to swap to the HST. You hit 40 this year. I'm sorry, what now? Have you not like changed the calendar for a few years? I was going to say yes. We'll do the HST on the return trip, where at least we won't be restricted by, limited by speed thing. You can run all you like, we never win. I could just walk fast and outpace you, old man. No. 23 this year, 24 next week. I can't, there's only so long you can deny it. I'm going to have to face the fact that in 6 years time I'm going to be 30, and that's depressing. Right, slowing down to Bishop Briggs. Fine in this, it's going slower. It's going to be the HST, isn't it? Who's Briggs? Johnny Briggs. He got killed off, I think. Yeah, definitely not going to overshoot this time. So no, we're just coming very slowly. No, I said come in very slowly, not what you thought I said. Right, Bishop Briggs. Right, I don't know how far it is then from here to Glasgow to see how much longer we are time-wise. Oh, I've got a little shaft. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's cool. I pull it back and it goes. I push it forward and it goes. Okay, that's impressive. Hello? You've got cup holders, look. Otherwise my neck could do this. Right, lock doors. Right, 3 miles then to Glasgow. So we're not going to be that bad. Place to put your jelly babies, orange squash. Yeah, indeed. So we should have been there 5 minutes ago. So we're going to be, what, about 10 minutes late? That's not. I thought it was going to be a lot longer than that. I could be 10 minutes late when I'm in the correct train. Right, 2.3 miles from Glasgow, Queen Street. Oh yeah, I'm actually speeding now. I've got to slow down to a 40. I'm so used to just going flat out in this thing. Okay, so 40. And then we got a 30 in a mile. Spotlight. Didn't seem to do anything. Cab light. No. I think this train's slightly broken. A bit like me. Shorty. Although, you might have to change your name next week, Shorty, because I don't think you're going to be the shortiest. We will be doing a height comparison. Not in that way. Get a tape measure out. Ethan's got one by his bed. So's Crispy. Right, a mile to go to Glasgow, Queen Street. So then we're going to jump in the HST and make a return journey back to the Edinburghs. Yeah, there's an issue with the train. It's not got a... Oh, that's the thing. It's not got a livery on it. Apart from that, it's fine. And the fact that it would only do 60. It's a bit of an issue. Yeah, these lights are quite bright in the tunnels as well. We've got working wipers. I think they work, although it's not doing the raining thing. Right, 900 yards until we arrive. Glasgow. Platform 5. No, that's 9 3/4. We're heading up there 3 weeks today. Yeah, I want to go back to Edinburgh. I'm not sure about Glasgow. I think I will go back to Edinburgh this year. I'll probably end up driving up. I said this last night. Flying's quite a long-winded process. Train, because of going in and out of London, is quite a long-winded process. It's almost just as quick to drive. Right, in we come. Into Glasgow. You can get a direct train from Edinburgh from Bristol. Really? Oh, that's made me interested. Doesn't mean having to go to Bristol, but that's not the end of the world. But it's like £500 return though. Right, we have arrived. Can I? Why isn't my door isn't doing a thing? My door isn't doing a thing. The black sheep. Thanks for the follow. So we have made it to Glasgow. Can't get out. I'm trapped. Oh, I'm not. Yes, I am. I can't get through the ticket thing. It won't let me. No, no. I want to leave. Don't make me stay. Just a little bit longer. Oh, I've got to do the city down thing again. I lock the doors. Locking doors. Done. So 1 hour and 10. So about 12, 13 minutes longer than it should have been. Being in completely the wrong train. But okay. But we did it. Right, okay. So let's go back to the same line again. £437. Yeah, I drive. Create new. I should call it HST. I put a lot of thought into these names. Add new service. So we're going to start this time at the Glasgow's platform 5, and we're going to be going to the waving about thing. And we're going to be stopping at all the same stations we did on the way there, but on the way back, because that's how it works. Confirm. And we're going to be using the one. I was tempted to use the thing. Let's go first. We go GWR. Let's go first Great Western, which we can use. Okay, we can use that. Probably cost me £100 in diesel, if that, I should imagine. Save, HST, go. Right, now we're going to jump in the HST and do the return trip. Glasgow back to the Edinburghs. Okay, remember how they do this now. Okay. Master key unlocked. Reverser into forward. Unlock doors. Oh, look at that. It's angry. What's in Scotland? It's got to be angry. It's the law. Bulbs. The bulbs to you as well. There we go. We have lights. Switch AWS on. What if I don't want to? Dave! You're in my neck of the woods. Get out. Oh, hang on. I'll unlock the other side. Bear with me. Right, Bishop Briggs. So, let's release the brakes. I'm sorry, but that's pornographic. That should come with its own 18 plus. Not calling it Croy today. Lindsay, Croy? No, calling it Croy. Is that a rod in my pocket? I'm no, making no comment. A wad of HB pencils. Why is Steve Deslev taking? It's fixed to the wall. I'd have a hard job. It would be a hard no. If I put my chair higher, I'd get wedged behind the steering wheel. Oh, it is sounding good from in here, though. Why is Steve sounding getting further away from the microphone? I'll be busy for a minute. I'll be back in a second. The fact that we're flat out doing 48 miles an hour uphill. It definitely sounds better than the 484 though. And I think I was right with my assumption on doing this for the first time the other day. It was the train. It was 100% the train that put me off the line. I think the line itself, fine. It was that 385 that sort of ruined the experience for me. Right, 1.3 miles to go. Can I actually stop this thing on the platform? Probably not. Enjoy, Russell. Well, I'm not going to brake too early. It's doing a little bit for me. Because we're going slightly, albeit very slightly, uphill. Oh, we're going to do well on this. Oh, that noise. Stopped a little bit early. Actually, all on the platform as well. Blimey. Actually, we ain't got any windows we can open in here. Been modernised. They've got a little computer screen over there. It's like, where can we put that? All the way over there. Okay. Right, where's the next station stop? The next stop is going to be Lenzie. Then we've got Croy, Falkirk High, Polmont, Linlithgow, Edinburgh Park, Haymarket, Edinburgh Waverley. So making our way back towards Edinburgh. Stop at Lenzie. It's only 3 miles away though, so not really going to get up to full speed. I should use this in the first place. It does sound good. Right, 2.4 miles. In our GWR liveried train. Well, we're already going faster than we did on the whole way going north. How's it going? Going good. Same crap, different day, you know, nothing changes really. Hi Calcim. Hello there. He's gone. He's gone to play with his ball. Or he's gone to watch men play with their balls. I may as well just start doing the slowy down thing, otherwise I'm going to overshoot the thingy. Starting a new job, didn't you? When you, I forgot what you're bloody doing. You were the Enterprise thing, then you're doing something else. So now it's another new job. Fair play. Sometimes it takes a few to work out exactly what you want to do. Oh wait, we're definitely going to overshoot this. Yeah, we're definitely. A security officer, isn't that a bloody step down? Yeah, well, I nailed that. Overshoot where? I'm sorry, it's all over the steering wheel. Anyone got any wet wipes? I just didn't anticipate the braking thing. I'm guessing that was clean up on aisle 4. Well, it's all about more money. All about the money, money, money. It's not about the money for me. I want a job that's less stressed and Monday to Friday. Right, Croy. Well, yeah, every job you get stress and moments at times, but sometimes it's getting that work-life balance right, isn't it? Some people chase money and want progression and stuff. I've been there, I've done that, I've progressed. Now I just want an easy life. Go in, do my job, come home. Right, Croy is the next station stop, making our way back to Edinburgh's in the HST. Well, yeah, I'm in a role now that I think I could just continue on with. Really like the company I work for now. I've got the work side sorted. I just need to get the life side sorted and the mental health side sorted, because that's very up and down at the moment. Yeah, Monday nights, ballet practice. So it's certainly going to be a quicker trip on the way back than it was on the way up, because we're not limited to 60 anymore. So we shouldn't be far off actual timetable going back, because we can do the line speeds that the 385 can also do. So we shouldn't be affected by the fact that we're all dieseled, even though I am going slightly too slow currently. Right, 1.5 miles. I won't brake too early. Yeah, English please. Oh, use the wrong bloody brake button. There we go. I'm using the combined brake button, not the separate one. That wouldn't have slowed me down, would it? I would have gone whizzing through the station, which isn't the first time that's happened. More of the braking. Actually end up braking too early. It's fine, all the trains in, that's the important thing. People can get on, people can get off, they don't fall to the ground, they're not going to die. Well, they might do. Inconvenient for them if they do, and just as long as they die when they get off the train, then it's not my worry that someone else can do the paperwork, but you know. So yes, making our way back to the Edinburghs. Falkirk High, then Polmont, Linlithgow, Edinburgh Park, Haymarket and Edinburgh Waverley. So one of these was a bit of an 11-mile run, wouldn't it? Alright, locking doors. Open the doors to the right. We'll only do that if the platform's on the right. They won't get off that side. They won't die. Right, Falkirk High, 9.8 miles, a 90 limit. It is a shame with these that you can't really put other traffic on. But it is nice to be able to just chuck any train you've got onto a line that you've got. It certainly does open up the more abilities. You know, I can stick an American freight train on here if I wanted to. I'm not a fan of American freight stuff, but I could. So tomorrow night we got some farming sim, carrying on our multiplayer farm, doing a little bit. Friday night will be something, not sure what yet. Saturday lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3, going to be doing London Commuter. Saturday night is some Open TTD, some Transport Tycoon. Sunday lunchtime, more farming. And then, because I've got a week off work next week, some additional streams, so I will be here on Monday evening with something. Tuesday will be Train Sim, doing the start of the Glasgow to Mallaig. Wednesday going to be doing flight next week. Thursday will be the continuation of the farming. Friday I may do a very early morning stream, and at the moment nothing next Saturday. Because we've got our Discord meetup in London, and then there'll be farming on the Sunday. Have you and Ed as star guests? Well, no. If I'm No, because I'm early morning stream. I'm talking like 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Insurrection, thanks very much for the follow. Can't even plan to put the kettle on in the morning, and here's you 9 days ahead in planning. Yeah, I like to plan. I am a planner. I like to know, I have a pad downstairs in my kitchen. I write down what I'm having for my evening meals each week. I know what I'm having for my lunches. I know what clothes I'm going to wear all week. I do like to plan. My OCD, not quite, not to proper OCD levels. When I ran a decorators merchant, I did like to make sure all the labels and all the tins are facing forward, but I think that's more of a customer thing. And all the tins had to be level at the end of the shelves. I had the tidiest looking shop. If customers came in and moved stuff around, they weren't happy. This is the only room. It's not untidy in here. It's just the amount of wires. But it's actually generally tidy. I have a place for everything. Right, 4.3 miles to Falkirk High. Which is a halfway point of heading back to Edinburgh. And our lovely HST. I know I could go a little bit faster, but I'm not in too much of a rush. I feel really guilty if the stream's under 2 hours. 2 hours, I'm fine. Under 2 hours, I'm like, I think we should be good for this though. Right, 3 miles to go. So yeah, my original assumption of this line being that it wasn't very good. The line itself is good. It was the train that ruined it for me, the 385, which they've confirmed there are issues with it. The audio is way too loud on the train. Once I get that sorted out, I may use it again. I like the announcements thing you could do. I didn't think they put a lot of thought into it. And why wasn't there the ability to just have auto announcements so that it did them automatically? As you're approaching a station, it told you where it was. As you shut the doors, it says this is the, what do we call it, train going to where it's going. The next station is whatever. Why can't it just do that automatically? To go into that stupid screen thing and have to set them yourself, it was very, very clunky. Right, think about braking soon. Making our way down to Falkirk High. That noise. Oh, wrong button. That one. Right, let the passengers on and off, or off and on, depending on which way around they're doing it, at Falkirk High. Making our way back to Edinburgh. Right, locking doors. Right, Polmont is next. Oh, brakes off, I suppose, would probably help. Falkirk High Station, yeah. That's where we're just leaving. Right, 3 miles to Polmont. So it's Polmont, Linlithgow, Edinburgh Park, Haymarket and Edinburgh Waverley to go. And we appear to be in what some would describe as a tunnel. I know it's controversial. Right, tunnels are a thing. They exist. Should I be really? Oh, 88 miles an hour. That was Back to the Future speed. Braking. Lots of the braking. It even sounds good when it's braking. No, less for the braking then. Okay, I may have slightly overbroked. Overbroked? I do miss that noise. That's just so HST. I can just sit and listen to that all day. Right, into Polmont. And do the braking thing. The braking thing has been achieved. Opens the doors. The doors have done the opening thing. I only have one wiper. Well, I've never noticed I've only got one wiper. It's obviously from an efficiency point of view. That's rapid. That's very rapid. Okay, you should be parking now. Oh, there we go, you have. My first car's only had one wiper, Citroen BX. It's had a single wiper in the middle. Right, Linlithgow. So, Linlithgow, Edinburgh Park, Haymarket, and Edinburgh Waverley. Certainly a better way to see this line is in this train. In the 484 was fine. Yeah, 100-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. Not really going to be doing that, am I, if I'm going to stop in 3.8 miles? So what time did we leave? $12 we left at 12:01, so we should be back there. Okay, 20 minutes. What was I saying about not doing 100? There's 100. Right, slowing it down, albeit gently, towards Linlithgow. Yeah, I was doing train sim. I did this route in Train Sim Classic last night. $69 of the bits. Thank you, Trent. I just find this so relaxing. This is probably up there in relaxation. Certainly routes like this where you've got a few miles between stops. It's just as relaxing as Farm Sim for me. There we go, Linlithgow. Don't know what happens if he doesn't go. Linlith went. Linlith didn't go. Linlith kind of went but didn't. Couple of stops to go. And we are back at the Edinburgh. Linlith arrive. Right, Edinburgh Park, 12 miles. Okay, might well get a bit of speed on then. I think it's Edinburgh Park, Haymarket, and then Edinburgh Waverley. Yeah, I'm actually liking this line now, despite first impressions being not that good. So definitely get it, but then you don't use the 385, which does mean, well, actually no, because there are routes in with it, 313, 314 if you've got it. There are actually scenarios in that, or timetabled routes in that, so at least it gives you other AI. That makes it more interesting, because at the moment I'm just running with me on the line and nobody else. Yeah, a little bit of line hogging, I suppose. Takes this thing a little bit of time to wind up speed-wise, but we're heading towards that 100. Of the miles an hour. Yeah, definitely not a bad line. I think my favourite route of all the ones we've had so far in Train Sim World 3 is still going to be the Great Western Express. Just the fact that you've got this and the 166 and that approach into Paddington and the run to Reading. Yeah, it is a shame that it doesn't go any further. But it's still a good route. Yeah, cheers for that. Number 2 route for me, I think, is London Commuter, which I'm going to be doing on Saturday. Oh, that's some speeding. Right, bring the speed back. So we got an 80 in a mile and a half. So I just stay off the power. We're going a little bit downhill. And we should be fine and dandy.
Oh, yeah.
Buxter, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Insanity. Leave thy brain at the door. So we got some farming sim tomorrow. Friday night, there'll be something. There'll be something. I don't know what. Saturday lunchtime, more of this. Well, not this, but this. That made no sense. London Commuter. Saturday night, some Transport Tycoon. Sunday afternoon, more farming. And then no day off from streams next week. I'll be here on Monday evening with something. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this line. Almost love the fact that the side of the loco isn't smooth. It's actually got some ripples in it, as though it is out of a sheet, you know, one long sheet of thin metal. So it almost looks like it's, you know, an actual piece of metal. So well modelled. We've got 3.6 miles to go, 3.5 miles now to Edinburgh Park, and then it's Haymarket and into Edinburgh. Someone leaned against it and caused a dent. Probably Russell. Just rubbed himself along it or over it. Probably Ethan had a moment up against it. So 2.6 miles to go. Just running on tick over. It's a shame Russell's not going to be there at the meet-up next weekend. We'll see if we can get everyone together at one of them this year. Actually, depends on how next week goes, whether Crispy's allowed to another one. He might not be allowed after next week. He might not want to go to another one after next week. Excuse me. Yeah, we know how annoying Purple Boy is. Crispy doesn't. Crispy thinks he's annoying. Oh, there's someone on a whole other level. And they're both like train weirdos, aren't they? So when we go, like, I think on the tube train, Ethan's going to be quite like, weird. But we actually get to Transport Museum, that's where it's all going to go a bit. Yeah, it's going to be a tough day. I think I either need to put some paracetamol in the cupboard ready for when I get home, or some beer. Yeah, it's Covent Garden first. Bring your noise cancelling headphones then. Oh no, you don't get away with that easy. We've already suffered, Ethan. And we've got him on the Friday night as well. Right, Edinburgh Park. Well, yeah, until about 20 to 9. Which by that time I'd have been fed up with you and Ed anyway. Not a problem, anytime. Especially now you're getting here bloody earlier. London will have people in white coats for the crazy group. It's going to be busy as well, isn't it? It's London on a Saturday. On the Saturday of when the kids break up from school. Yeah, Covent Garden on a Saturday. Yeah, that's not going to be quiet. It'll be fine. Timmy! Yeah, we're organising a few this year. Right, Haymarket next. Who planned this day? Problem is Saturday's the only day people can do. I would like to plan something on my birthday, but everyone's at work. Right, Haymarket, and then into Edinburgh we go. It's a bit late now. Right. Yeah, I definitely think it's the train makes a difference with this route. Using the HST and even the 484 that was slightly broken on the way down did make it seem a lot better. Right, slightly off the gas, or diesel, whatever the hell it is, diesel. Braking. There's the stadium thing where idiots go. It's an idiot gathering place, that's what it's called. That's the train wash where we came through, wasn't it? In a scenario we did yesterday, we took the train through the train wash and then went up and backed into that thing. So yeah, modelling's actually really good. Train depot with no trains. Well, yeah, there's no other trains on this anyway because this is a custom made scenario I've done just so I can use this train. Normally there would be trains. Into Haymarket we go slowly. Oh no, that did a thing. No, that. What's going on here? That one. That's why. I pressed the wrong button. Opens the doors. The doors are open. And you can tell that by the way that they are, you know, open. I could just sit and listen to this thing on tick over. I love your typing, Trent. You look at whenever Trent types something and you have to go, right, what? Look at the rest of the sentence. What can it be? Right, Edinburgh Waverley is the next and final stop for this evening. Yeah, remember to take the brakes off when you apply the power. There is a command, or was a command, for Trentish. Is it not there anymore? I'm guessing there isn't. There you go. That's because you were going Trent. No. Yeah, you spelled it right the first time. Or is it a mod only thing? I don't know, I have to check into the settings. Oh, for VIPs. Don't know why I've got it set like that then. Whether it was being overused, maybe. Right, in we come. Smoking away rather nicely. Into the Edinburgh, waving it about. Yeah, definitely my opinion of this route has now changed. Okay, when was that from? That was obviously one of the London to Edinburgh trips. Oh, actually, that was ready for Christmas. No, I did that for Christmas because that was going to be where we were stopping when we were doing the Pacer one at Christmas. But it didn't happen. We got as far as Stevenage and then I gave up. Right, platform 9. Yeah, that was probably ready for the same thing as well. Look, stop looking. Ah, that's right. Ah, see. The Edinburgh part's correct. Yeah. Well, yeah, we are in Edinburgh now, I suppose. That's right as well. Stop trying to catch me out. Well, we're not doing flight, are we? It's pointless putting the flight one in, at least we ain't in Didcot. It's true. Well, I don't know what to do in Train Sim Classic because we're going to get to Mallaig next Thursday. Then what do I do? Because I've really enjoyed doing the whole Penzance to Mallaig thing via Didcot 12 times that I'm half tempted just to turn around and go back the other way. But see if we can go back a different way. Yeah. We know we got to come back to Glasgow. And then it's whether we can get a different way out of Glasgow. That's going to be the thing. Penzance down the west coast. Yeah, it depends if it's all available in Train Sim. That's the problem. Right, unlock doors. People are doing the getting off the train thing, which is generally what they do at stations. Controversially. Can I, I can. I've turned it off. Oh, I can start back up again. That's so good. There we go. And then just managed to get that in, didn't I? Said the bishop to the choir boy. An Urktian. I haven't got an Urktian. Or Urkitian. No, Urkitian. There we go. Another trip then done in Urtatium. I haven't got an Urtatium either. Another trip. No, it hasn't got 2 R's in it. Wow. I really attract some really odd people. An Erion. No, it hasn't got 2 C's in it. Jesus Christ. There we go. By the time you type it, it's gone. Right, there we go. More Train Sim World 3 back on Saturday in London Commuter. The next stream though back tomorrow night. Going to be doing some farming on the on the farming thing, and then Friday night will be something. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours, and to these people as well. Thanks to Trent for the bits, to Larwood, Trent, Nightbot and Shorty for doing absolutely sod all. Cheers. To Buckster, Insurrection and the Black Sheep for following. Thank you very, very much indeed. I will be back with Idiots tomorrow evening to do some farming. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.